Hey, how you doing, Scorpio? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Water Station Deep. Hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your week ahead. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, please check your sun, rising, and Venus signs, and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Do take what you like from the reading and leave the rest. Also, I just want to say thank you to you all who have liked, commented, and subscribed to this channel so far. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So, what's going on with Scorpio? I'm hearing, will I give you blame or not? Okay, there's a female here that feels like she has conquered wanting to move forward, to demand something, control something, or help with something, but is resisting to take that risk. It does say one of these days there's a female that's going to come in though and speak to you about something that she may not want to speak about. It does say confusion is something that she may have given you. It does say when you see that it's not going to work out for you, it's not going to work out. I realize that I need to speak to you, but I can't. Okay, so someone was meant to speak to you, but they can't speak to you. Okay, it does say this person is talking about some type of negative emails that have been coming through to you, or maybe even things that you haven't seen or even heard about. It does say some of you guys are dealing with stress related issues from the past, or maybe even people picking on you or warring with you or even tormenting you. It does say tidying up your mind is something you may want to do. If you speak about this, it's going to be a problem. Okay, it does say that it's going to be a problem, and you could be possibly talking about, shutting something down or breaking something down because you see that there's been some type of storm, or you've seen that there's some type of control or even negative energy where you don't want to be. Okay, all right, let's see what else is going on. It does say sometimes you've got to realize not to speak about anything, but at times you have to warn yourself to speak about it. What if you was harmed, or really harmed, or even got hurt from the situation? Exactly. Okay, you do want to move forward and partner up with some feelings, okay, with justice, and help yourself to live by your means and even protect your mind from problematic situations. You don't want to be involved with people's problems, and you don't want to be involved with problematic scenes or situations. You would rather care for your mind in ways that you could dignify yourself and please your mind in ways that you could probably get out of situations. Okay. All right, it does look like you could be breaking up with something here, or even a perspective, or even things that you don't want to see or ideally understand. You have warred with people enough, and you don't want to keep continuing to believe that you have to. It does say poor you though, because the judgment is there upon you to feel like it's going to happen again. Okay. So considering some things that have been wished for seem to be unrequited another day, but it does say it is forceful for you to have a perspective. Ideally, if he's not going to speak about it, he can't talk about it, and he's not going to witness what goes on in his mind. Okay, and it does say that there's a fire sign here that feels like he has a perspective, or he's not going to harm his mind about things, but he does know that he has special needs, or is in special care, or is just there for you and wants to protect you, and wants to know that he can support your mind through things that he understands not to speak about. It does say not to speak about because you warned yourself not to speak about it, but ideally you are not going to put yourself through problems without cause for concern, situations that bother your mind or other people's mental health. It does say bad news for whoever keeps speaking about, whoever keeps coming up to you in your mind about things that you don't want to know. This man may not speak to you about good karma, but he's always going to give you great news in your mind about how to structure your mind. It doesn't say he has to, and he realizes he doesn't want to give you good news in your mind at times because he's bored. And he relates to this energy in his mind about the jobs or even things that he does for his own mind to support his own mental structure. Okay. It does say one of these weeks you will see yourself move past a negative mental stress. It does say sometimes you've got to look forward to better karma coming in. One of these days you'll realize someone here doesn't want to speak to you, but they do know how to support you with female energy or family. It does say family is nothing but a love situation inside your mind that you feel like you have to deal with, or it is war with you in your mind about the things that you want to do. Sentimental energies inside yourself are going to help good karma come in. It says, warning you though, don't speak. You look very, very mindful about who you are. Don't say that you love yourself too much, because someone here doesn't want to hear that you love yourself too much. Oh well, tough titty, Scorpio, to whoever that is, isn't it? It does say sometimes people want to correct you through mental stresses that they're going through. It does say sometimes people want to correct you through madness or even mental stresses that they have to deal with. At times they don't want to hear that their godfathers are there to support them. Ideally, I hear someone's energy is pushing up. It could be a Gemini's energy that's trying to come into it. And it does say, warning, if she speaks to you, she's going to commit to her mind about things that she wants to speak to her mind about. Okay, I do see that someone here is, you know, using some type of secret deceptive energy to come into your mind. Okay, this may not be for everyone. It does say, warning though, if she feels like you're under the moon signs, or maybe under a mental health institution, she'll give herself blame and help herself look for this. She wonders how you're doing and doesn't know how to support her mind, but probably doesn't want to hear from you. At times you don't want to hear from her, but she will warn you not to speak about things that she's got going on. Okay, it does say you guys could be getting some more time or some money or even some help with your marriage or maybe even your family. Some of you guys are giving yourself good karma overall, and you don't want to hear bad people's curses or even negative spells or root work that they've been placing down on you. There's a female here that contemplates whether or not she should see you or how she should support her mind with problematic situations. She does not know how to support her own mind. Let her deal with her own mental health and let her move past the mental struggles that she's had. Okay, it does say some of you guys may struggle to move forward, to nurture, and need to contemplate something as well. There is some feelings here of your mind telling you that you have to do something, even if you don't know what's going on yet, but you've got to contemplate what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks to a month. It does say warning signs are there for this person to feel like he's got to work with you on something or do something for himself. He may be a liberty taker, or even the mindful person that he wants to be is going to control who you are. It does say warning though, if he gets good karma from whatever it is that he's doing, he's going to try and warn you that he doesn't need you or doesn't need support from you, but he may poorly judge whatever it is that he's got in his mind to get good karma. Okay, I do see there's an air sign man here, or air sign child. Okay, this person is taming some type of risk and some plans that they are doing or even sponsoring or speaking about. All right, it does say warning signs are there for you to see that blessings can come regardless of this problem that he's putting you through or putting himself through. It does say one of these weeks you will see that problems cannot solve itself overnight. Ideally, you have to sponsor the idea that you have to root out any problems and see that they are addressed and even committed to in very good mood. It does say you don't want to see anyone hold their feelings back with negative, fraudulent energy. So mentoring this person or helping them mentor themselves is going to be blessed energy for you. Okay. It does look like someone feels like they need to take their time to hold on to something here and to show you what they are dreaming of, praying for, or wishing for. It does look like some of you guys may want to know that you are taking your time as well to hold on to manipulation or holding on to manifestations or holding on to things that you need to know, understand, or even ideally secure in your mind. It does say warning though, if you do understand what's going on with your mind, you could probably get good karma. Work on this. It does say some of you guys are detailing things that you know that you need to do and don't want to hear that bad news is coming. Worries are now going to be over if you see that good karma can come to your mind. It does say when you see blessings come to you, you will never have to laugh at a situation or a person or a thing again. It does say a thing because warning, if this mind game is being played by you, it doesn't say that she's going to want you. It does say when this woman wants you, you can have her anytime you want. Okay, and it does say if another female doesn't want you, you can have her anytime that she wants to. But it does say, warning, if you don't speak about what you want, you're going to see what you want. And you don't have to speak about what you want. So you have to kill off negative energy in your mind to see that you have good karma. I don't want to hear that you're always around my man. Okay. So there is another, for some of you guys that are dealing with a Cancerian, this person may feel like, it's their man. Okay. You're their man, maybe. You're their man, Scorpio, in some way. All right. But it does look like you may rush off sometimes to look for your options. Okay. And it does look like your options are stale right now, but you keep looking at what you can control with another person who has sponsored you or helped you move past a decision that you made a long time ago. It does say some of you guys are weak in the knees for someone and don't know how to support everything or everyone's private areas, but you do know you have family and you want to support your family, and you've put yourself there and you've tried to warn yourself that you don't want problems. It does look like there's some work coming in, or there is a man here that doesn't want to speak. He may even see you or guide you or help you, or even stress that he's got some things to discuss with you. He may even see that he wants to word for word things with you or talk about things with you. Okay. It does look like you mean to move forward and feel like it could no longer have any problematic situations. Okay. You could be aware that something can change, okay, or end. It does look like you're taking the long road with your wishes, though, but it is unrequited to think in that way. It says, speak less of poverty and speak more of generosity. It does say generosity because 1 week later, I see myself very generous to you and giving you good karma with your money. So someone wants to give you good karma here with your money, honey. Okay. And it could be in regards to a work or a job. Okay. Maybe there's some type of training involved. Okay. It does look like you have to partner up and see yourself, though, in the situation or the position, and you want to know what's happening, or very eagerly waiting to see if you've got the job or how you can support your mind with the job role. Okay. It does look like some of you guys are seeing that blessings can come to you, and not hearing from someone is going to be a problem. It does say someone here wants to know you so much to the point that they're mad and they can't help you. It does say some of you guys are working on yourself, so you don't want war with anyone, and you want to worry more about the situation at times when you see that problems come up. But it does say blessings can come out of situations when you leave behind the bad moods. Work on the liabilities. It does say liabilities because someone here wants to structure their mind with problem solving or even penalize you at times. They don't know how to do this without the mind games that they play. It does say constructiveness or constructive criticism is here for you to follow in releasing any type of mind games that you've been playing on your mind with your family. It does say female energy is not going to be bad to whoever it is that she has a good karma with. It does say your family is under reliance or in alignment with good karma. And it doesn't say bad news overall for a friend or a fellowship or even a personal detour or even a traitor. It does say some of you guys feel like this person is a traitor, or the person has been picked on as a traitor. Okay, someone is picking on this fire sign as a traitor, or maybe even has picked on you and this fire sign as a traitor. Okay, it does say woe though, because whoever keeps doing this is going to bother themselves. It does say some of you are dealing with people that want to pick on people, but ideally they don't need to pick on anyone but their mind. At times they realize they're not picking on themselves, but they're going to continue to pick on their mind. It does say their mind because whoa. Are you ready to see what's going on with your wine? It does say your wine because someone here wants to see who's going to pick on you for them. And it does say the same person that you look into to protect at the same time does want to pick on you too. And it does say warning, if he stops and sees who he is as mine, as a child or as a person, he can help himself through problems. Okay, so some of you guys need to watch out for your children that give in a bit of trouble in certain ways. Okay, it does say woe because someone here doesn't want to hear that he's got good news, and woe again, will he get good news? Okay, it does say defending all kind of options to tame it there and reunite with is something he may want to do. It does say there is worries there to contemplate whether or not he wants to see them. It does say when you see what's going on with you, will you get good karma? Because I warn you, I will pay you, but I'm not going to pay you a lot if you don't get good karma. Okay. So someone here also wants to pay you some money as well. Okay. And this person doesn't want to pay you a lot if you don't get good karma. So someone's really hoping that they can pay you and pay you in good karma. You know, a lot of money. It does say teaching you new skills is something I want to do, and I wonder whether or not you're ready to see me and even spark a good conversation with me. At times I want to know what you know about the work or even things that you're doing. Okay, so someone wants to know about the work or things that you're doing. It also could be an air sign as well that's not ready yet but is studying some type of karma coming or some type of wish fulfillment with your feelings, which is true. This person wants to know how you will cope with them making more time in their mind about their money. It does say they really want to know that they get good karma, so they are working on themselves to see that blessings can come. It doesn't say bad luck is coming, but it says warning, you do know that I've got karma coming for you. And if you do get good karma, it's not a bad thing. You just have to realize that someone else will get good karma from the problems and maybe never give me anything that I have to have from you. I don't know if I can take anything from you, but at times I really want to. I just don't know how to address everything that I need and everything that I want. And at the same time, maybe I'm just going to need some prices in my mind to help me contemplate what it is that I need. Prices. Someone here is contemplating some prices or some type of money. Maybe need some information from you about, you know, helping you with some commitments or some payments. It does say monetary gain is something that is well driven in your mind, and at times you want to know if you're going to suffer enough to get good karma. At times you don't know if you're suffering enough. At times you realize you don't want to suffer, but you've got to suffer just enough to get the money that you need. And it does say bad news if you feel like this, because you don't want to war with yourself about the money that you're getting in the later on years or months. You just need to know how much you're getting today, this week, this month, and never mind why you said that you have good news. It says bloody hell, you will see bad news if you don't get good news. It does say warning though, if this person sees that they don't have good news, they are going to strike. It does say many times over they keep seeing you for who you are and don't know how to support you with everything you've got in your mind. Wonderful things are going to happen for you though. It does say many times over you've got to see what you are gaining and how you can commit to these things, or even see that you give good news to help support these things. Okay. It does look like there is some type of conquering energy with some type of worries here. May not know which way to go. Okay, that could be coming towards you pretty quickly, and you need to defend some options. It does say some of you guys are dealing with things that you don't want to hear is in a bad way, but you will work on it and see that blessings come no matter what. Okay. It does say you feel like you have karma coming, but you don't need to. I realize that I shouldn't have spoken to you in the ways that I have. I realize that I can't come to you and speak to you as you would like me to, but I've got to warn you that your mail is due and your money is due too. So some type of mail is due and some type of money is due as well. Okay, maybe someone also needs some money or maybe wants some type of payment from you here. Someone's hiding some regrets with some information or a letter or some information that they're trying to take. Okay, take an opportunity with you. Obviously they walk away and then they return again, but they're not ready yet, but they want to strike again or come back again. It does say some of you guys realize you're not under the weather, so you don't need to worry about those things. You just want to know if things are going to work out well for you and your family. Most of the time you want to know if your work is going to be stable, and you want to know that you are presenting yourself to a good commitment. Okay. All right. I do see you have been struggling at times with some of the things that you may need to support, but at times you do not. And it does say sometimes you realize that you have good karma. You've got to work on whether or not you've got to have good karma. And it does say blessings are coming to you overall. Stress is not certain for you anymore. And it does say bloody hell, you have looked well in your mind. You've dressed to impress and you're going to get a job. Someone could possibly want to offer you some type of job role, or you may already know about this, Scorpio. It does say someone else wants to know if you can come and work for them. And it does say wonderful things can happen if you see me. I will pay attention to whatever it is that you need and support you. I may put you on the work path that you want and maybe even help you with the work that you need. Ideally, I just need to speak about whether or not I can sell my mind to this person that's going to help me tell you that you've got a job. Okay, so someone here could be helping you to get some type of job. And it does say obviously I need to speak about why I never spoke to you. It does say male is going to be a problem for you though. It does say male because the male is not going to be good to you. It does say because this man here doesn't know how to speak to you, I will speak to you and I will support you with whatever work you need. It does say the work that you need is going to come in and cause you a mind game though. Are you prepared for this? It does say many times over, someone wants to tell you that you've got to work or gift yourself good karma with your job. It does say some of you here are under the control of a mind game here, or a man that doesn't know how to support you, or a person that needs to see that they are controlling something for you. It does say warning though, if he doesn't see that good karma is coming, he may report himself to a problem in his own mind. He may see that problems are going to come to him. He has to realize that he can't struggle in his mind without good karma. And he has to have good karma to struggle. At times he hasn't got good karma, so he's struggling. And he realized that he doesn't want to struggle. And he has to struggle because he's not going to tell her how to live her life, okay? So someone could be defending you, okay? And maybe this person's been mean to you in some way, all right? But it looks like someone's come to your rescue and trying to help you out of a problem. And it does say he knows who he is. I don't know how to communicate these things to you. Ideally, I want to, but I don't know if he's going to communicate why he needs to send you back to me to talk about it. He realized that he doesn't know how to support you with everything that he has not spoken to you about. He realized that he's not even going to understand everything that I want to support you with. And it does say when she realized that she wants to gift you something or help you with something, she's poorly judging it, whether or not it's going to communicate with you in good measures of her mind on how she sees things. But she's warning herself that she could gift you something and maybe even get you to work for them. It does say working for them is something that they need. Certainly doesn't know how to support everyone. But if you support yourself working, you may get good karma. So a job is something you need, a job. It does say a job because you may jump in your mind about the situation. It does say blaming someone else is not going to be liable to your mind. It does say, i.e., do you know that you had problems in your mind that you were karmically giving yourself? Do you realize that you don't need to speak about bad news? It does make you feel like you have warning signs all over you. And it does say bad news is something you don't want. It does say, ideally, I wanted her to help herself to bad news. So someone else is chiming in here saying that they wanted to help someone with bad news. And it does say mean mind games of a negative man here keeps picking on you and doesn't want you to see who he is. Okay. He doesn't want you to see who he is. Okay. I'm hearing he could be a Rasta or he could be on the roster, ideally given the duties to penalize you or pick on you. And he does know this. He doesn't know how to support everything with the mind games that you've played with him, but he is going to participate in mindfulness inside himself to see what he can do to protect his mind from being picked on. He realizes that he can't win over the situation, and he notices that you have very, very mindful ways about you that will protect yourself from any problems. Okay. You have to sleep in your mind about things that you don't want. It does say things that you don't want though. It does say many times over, people will pick on you if you have to move on in your mind about things that you are thinking about. It says, never mind why this person keeps thinking about bad things. It's not going to be you that has bad news. Why does this person always want to see that there's bad news? Could be dealing with an air sign person that's taming or some type of risk here. Okay, could be dealing with a fire sign person, whether this is a Leo or an Aries here, that's taking some type of risk in their mind about punishment, or even people that they don't want to speak to. At times it does say that you have warnings in your mind to protect yourself from bad news, but you don't know how to support yourself with everything. And the problem is people want to pick on you right now. Okay, so let's see what else is going on, Scorpio. It says, may I make myself clear? I'm not going to live in your mind about things that I need and want. and can't get it. I know that I can support myself. Okay, so someone feels like they can support themselves here. They have been contemplating helping themselves with food or money or even things that they want. It does say bad news for whoever keeps talking about themselves and doesn't know whether or not they're going to get good karma with their mind. It does say when he does know that he's got good karma, he will work on it. It does say bad news for whoever doesn't see what's going on with you. It does say work is something that he wants or may even need support with. Ideally, he may not see good karma come to his mind, but if he trolls your mind to say he's got bad news, he's going to support mental health for you. It does say bad news for you though, and it doesn't say warning signs are there, but it does say when he realizes that I understand everything that's going on, I will war with him. It doesn't say that it's going to be bad news for me. I will war with him, and if I have to war with my son, I'm going to war with him because I already told him what it is that I need from him. And if he doesn't listen to me, he's going to be in a bad love life or even a bad mood or maybe even bad situations. I understand this because he's not hearing what it is that I have to say. Okay, so you may be dealing with a child that may be a bit stubborn. It does say sometimes he's stubborn, but sometimes he's honest. And this time he's not honest. And he may realize that he's in war with you right now, trying to deal with something that he doesn't want to communicate, but he may get good karma with the work. Okay. It does say mental stress is something that you may see, but it does say bad news for whoever keeps challenging you or making you feel like you have to face darkness in your life. It does say bad news because whoever gives someone a good karmic value system to live by, he's going to chase it away. And it does say bad news for this mind game. He does know that he's working on things that he is aware of. He is certainly clever and he's very, very skilled. I know that I could support him and give him good karma. It does say warning though, if you don't speak to me, it's going to be a problem. You do know he can come into your mind and talk to you about anything, but do you know he's a child? He's a very, very mindful boy. He does not know everything that he's got going on in his mind, but I realize that I have to support whoever is supporting him. And it's not going to be easy for me to support you, but I realize I have to. It's not going to be well announced how it is going to happen. It does say bad news if this man wants to give someone a very good karma and very helpful one at times to support you and your family, but warning if he doesn't help you understand what's going on with things that are going on with you as a person or as a parent, he is going to be in trouble. Okay, so let's see what else is going on, because it looks like someone needs to support you. Okay, that's trying to support your child with something here. All right. Anything else that's going on? It does say, meanwhile, you have to address situations that are gone on before you. Whether or not you've seen it, this person is not going to give you good karma with his mind. Okay. I do see this person has been wishing for some unrequited information or even lessons or even problems. He may not give himself good karma with work. So at the same time, if he drops out of school, he may give himself problems again. He's going to give himself problems and you, but it does say bad luck for him though, because he's not going to address everything that he needs. And if he communicates these things to himself, he's got to figure out whether or not he's going to try and harm himself again. He will hurt himself and hurt you, but he's not going to hurt everyone. And he realizes this when he's warned himself. If you speak to me about things that I want and can't communicate it, I am going to give myself bad news. Okay, so he's addressing certain things with himself, but he's also may not be mindful enough about what he's doing. So just watch out for this person. I mean, it could be a man that you know. It could be a child. It could be, you know, a spouse. Just kind of be mindful though. It does say Wednesday is something that you realize that you don't want to hear bad news come to you. Warning, it does say bad news. Warning, if this person comes to you. Warning, I will speak to you. It does say when he wants to speak to you, he will feel like he needs to communicate with someone. It does say when I see who I am as a man, I'm going to communicate these things. I don't think I'm ready yet, but I see that I'm not convincing my mum to hear me. If he hears me, I'm going to speak to him. Okay? I feel like there's a Leo here, okay, that sees you changing or ending something with some type of important information that you've dished out or even given to him. And he may try to warn himself that he has bad news inside himself to control manipulation or problem solving with his mental health and struggle at times to believe that you have good karma. He warns himself that he's got problems and he doesn't know how to deal with good karma. He weighs the pros and the cons with problems with people. Ideally, if you've seen yourself in a problem, it does say you warn yourself not to be in that problem. And you may give yourself good karma in your love life, or even certainly in the lover's eyes that you want to see yourself in. It does say tidy up your mind though, because you don't need to see problems with everyone. And you don't need to war with anyone that's going to give you gifts or problems in the near future. It does say warning though, because if he does see himself in the person, he's not going to help himself with good karma. Okay, so I don't know if you've told someone that you kind of see, you know, a person in this other person, like someone kind of reminds you of another person, so to speak. Okay, by behavior possibly. It does say sometimes he's realized this, but he doesn't want to know that he's got good news with you talking to him like that. And he realized that he doesn't like this person either. He has timed the situation to see if you will bless him with good karma in your mind, because he personally hates the fact that you've told him off or told him something. And he realizes that he shouldn't be like this person. He's not going to communicate it, but he struggles in his mind on how you see him. He realizes that he should not speak about things that he wants in the way that you feel like it's going to happen for you. But he does know that he needs to dish out good karma to his mind with very good possibilities. Personally giving himself personal detours in his mind to pay attention to things that he needs to sponsor as a good adult or a good person. Okay. This could be, you know, talking about children. Okay, it does say females, like, you don't know how to support me in my mind, and I poorly judged a person and made him feel like he was going to have blessed energy in the way I see things. Now, this person could have possibly told you in your mind, okay, or cursed you in his mind about the way he sees a family member or a person around you. Okay, it does say that there's a water sign man that feels like he could pay attention to people and wants to move forward in ways that he could talk about them. It also says that he doesn't know how to sponsor his mind with people. Ideally, he may need 2 or 3 individuals to help support the mental health that he has, but he doesn't know how to support many things in his mind, and he may even get cured in his mind by someone else. It does say he may do so, but it's also something that he needs to war with himself about. When will he move on and see that I am not seeing him or speaking to him anymore? Okay, because he may be still lurking in the background as well. It does say many times over he sees himself as not available to you or not even communicating with you, doesn't want to talk to you or doesn't even want to see you, but he does know he thinks about you, and he can't compare what it is that's going on with you versus another female that he wonders if he could speak to. He does know if he speaks to you, he's not going to get communication or even send a message or maybe a text message, just a little one. He does know that he wonders whether or not you'll speak to him, and he doesn't know how to support your mind with things that you want. It does say that you don't even want this man, so he doesn't have to speak about you at all. And he does lie and make fun of you and maybe even make jokes about what it is that you'll become or who you'll be seeing or who you'll speak to, or what's going on with your father or even your parents or even your family. He wants to know whether or not you're scared or you're worried about life. He realizes that he doesn't know how to support everything that goes on with the happy families or people around you or people that you want to communicate to in a way that has blessed energy. Okay, it does say, warning, if you speak to me, then I'm going to tell you off. I want to know if you can help me with something. I need to know, can you support me? So someone may want to come forward because they may need help with something or need some type of support with something here, Scorpio. Okay, it does say someone here needs to take a risk with you and take a detour in your mind about things that they need to discuss or see or look into. Okay, it does say someone here is making a decision to answer the phone or maybe even hear themselves think or wonder what it is you're thinking, and does know that they support themselves at home. Okay, it does say some of you are going through mental stresses but don't know how to support the mind games, and you really realize that you're not in a good position to work for your mind at this time about things that you want to do. At this time, you realize it's not going to be wonderful to you if you feel like your personal problems are not going to subside or move away. It does say some of you are dealing with slow motive, mindful people, or people that know how to test your luck or test your patience or even test you altogether as a person. It does say you have done good things to your mind to support who you are. So you're possibly not going to push aside any problems with your mind to help anyone have good karma with their mental health. It does say worries are there for people though. And it does say bad news for whoever wants to see bad news come to you. Warning signs are there for people worried about who they are or worried about how you will cope. It does say when you see me again, you will worry because I'm worried about you. Okay, it does look like there's a water sign man here that could be worried about you. There could be also an air sign female that's worried about you. Okay, there's also some type of controlling person as well that doesn't know how to support many things over, and they try to look for whoever it is that they can speak to support you. Okay, it could even be like someone here doesn't want to judge someone here, but does see that someone is controlling with a mind game that they've been playing with a person. Okay, it does look like someone has been controlling this female to talk about this man, or this man here is controlling the female to talk about the man. It does say you warn yourself not to get involved, but you don't want to see everything that they're going through, and you don't want to hear everything that you're going through in the way that they see things. So you do look into things in blessed ways to communicate what you do know in your mind about things that you want, whether or not it's from the past. Ideally, you don't want to deal with it or see it. Let it be a detour in your mind to let go of. Okay. Someone here wants to make some type of offer but doesn't know if they'll be in trouble if they do. It does say that bad news can come to you if this man doesn't stop bothering you. He may see that he wants to convince you to speak to him or even sex him, and he doesn't know where to go with this energy. He may not know how to support everything with his mind and his making love sessions that he has in his mind. He doesn't know where to go in his mind overall with problem solving, and he doesn't know how to support everything that he has going on for you. He wants to support many things over in his mind in regards to sensual, sexual, or penetration in his mind, but doesn't know how to come forward and talk to you. Okay. Anything else going on for Scorpios? You will get good karma after you speak to me. I want to see if you're bad. Help me see that you're bad. Someone here wants you to see that you're bad. There could be an earth sign here that wants to move forward. Okay, talking about whether or not you're bad. It does say blame this person though, because he's not going to be good for you in his mind, and he doesn't know how to support everything. He realizes that he doesn't need to speak about you or even speak to you directly in the judgment system or the justice system. It does say blame someone though, because someone here is trying to cause you out in your mind a concern or even a problem. Okay, it says the truth is that you don't need to speak to them, and it does say bad news for whoever doesn't need to speak about me. I know I can speak to you when I feel like it. It does say God knows you have good karma in your mind, so you wouldn't pretend that you have bad news, but you warn yourself that you have bad news in your mind. At times you do, at times you don't, and at times you do. Ideally, you don't want to hear people are always picking on you. Okay. It does say when you feel like great news can come, you can warn yourself that bad news is there. Ideally, if you lied or you told the truth about something, you may see yourself in a really bad mood. And it does say warning. Someone here wants to see this. Okay, so someone is taking their time and doesn't know which way to go. Okay, with the liability of someone, or even an adolescent or a child, or maybe even someone that does know that they have better news to give themselves once they speak about what it is that they want. Okay, it does say Wednesday is something that I see myself going and getting good karma. Okay, it does look like there's a fire sign here that does know that he is ready to make some type of effort or some type of offer in his mind, and he doesn't know when he's going to do this. He may see that he's got problems in his mind, so he won't personalize things too much, or maybe even hear himself come forward to bless you with things that he wants. He may see that he's got problems and doesn't want to see the problems come to you. So whoa, if you see him. It does say bad news though, because you don't want to see anyone that's going to communicate that he's got to see you or even trouble you in your mind with things that you know could personally come in and harm you. You don't want to hear from this person, and you definitely don't want to see them. Okay. It does say when I feel like talking to you, I may want to talk to you and I don't know how to support my ideas. I may speak to you and I may not speak to you. I know that I could speak to you though. It does say a wonderful resonator in your mind is going to help you, let you know that you have to speak to me. Okay. This could be in regards to a child or someone that is aware that they don't know which way to go with their mind. Some of you are dealing with problematic teenagers, some of you are dealing with problematic people, and some of you are dealing with problematic situations with a person that doesn't know how to control his mind but wants to come in and communicate to you that you are walking on fire or walking on problems with him. It does say he realizes he's got karma coming, but he doesn't know how to stay away from you. He could be a Scorpio, he could be an earth sign, or he could be a fire sign. It does say he realizes that you want to move forward with someone else. And it does say your love life is suffering. At times it's not suffering, but you have blessed news. And you've got good karma with whoever you're speaking to. It does say warning though, if he doesn't stop seeing you for who you are in a good karmic way, he's going to trouble you in your mind and tell you that you shouldn't have good karma. Okay, there's some regrets there with some information to be in love or to be open to the idea. It does say warning though, if you see why, it's not going to be an issue. It does say he wonders why he can't have you or where you've gone or how you can communicate with him again. He wonders where you are and wonders what you're doing and who you're with and how you look and how you feel and what's going on with you. Okay, doesn't want to come forward, but doesn't really want to look at what's really going on the inside of you. Doesn't want to see that, but wants to see where you are and what you're up to. Okay. So, anything else for Scorpios? What's going on with work for Scorpios, please? Work is very much you and very much you. It does say that you have to work on things that you want, and the feelings that you have right now are not certain. Some of you are dealing with people that don't know if they can communicate to you that they are communicating things that are not going to be blessed for you, or even feminine energy could be there to support you in bad ways. Okay, I do hear some type of negativity in the background. It does say some of you are dealing with someone that wants to work with you and a family to support you in your mind. It does say poor you though, you have to judge the situation whether or not you want to see the person come in and try you. It does say try you because warning, someone is trying to put you in a problem right now. It does say he knows he can communicate with people and doesn't know how to support his mind with punishments. He does know that he can warn himself though to stop speaking about bad news. Okay, anything else going on with work? It sounds like someone's working on you, but we're trying to find out what's going on with work. Anything going on with work for Scorpio, please? It does say your work is going to be seen and not heard, or someone doesn't want to see you have good karma with your work. You will see that blessings come to you as long as you can communicate things that you want and maybe even try to see that you can work on these things. It does say you realize that there could be some stagnancy or someone here that's working against you. It does say blessings are coming into your mind to support you with what's going on, so you understand how you can move past them. It does say poor you though, because when you can't move past any mental stresses that I give you, I'm going to give you a good reason to believe you can't move past it. Okay, so let's see who's troubling you, Scorpio, because someone here is trying to trouble you. Let's see who this is. Who is it? It does say mental health people. Okay, it does say someone wants to take the opportunity to walk away. Okay, but is being direct. When they're ready to strike, they could and are not ready yet. Okay, it does look like it could be a fire sign female, or it could be you walking into a trap, so be careful of this. It does say many times over you see that you're not in any problem, but you warn yourself not to put yourself in any, and you don't want to see yourself there either. Am I trying to worry you? It does say this man here doesn't know how to support his mind with the things that he remembers, but he know he could trouble his mind to put you on a very good path of bad news. He may not see you, but he does know that he can worry himself whether or not you'll see yourself in your mind about things that you're doing and work away from the problem, or even support yourself to see that you have moved on past the problem. It does say many times over he can't see everything, but he is doing what he can to support you with your mind. He may not see you, even give you grief, ideally wanted to kick you down or pick on you, or even penalize you or work on war with you. It does say he may not even see what's going on, but he wars with you right now, and he doesn't know why he's doing this. He believes that he has customs in his mind to deal with. He may not judge you, but customs is something that he's got in his mind to deal with. It does say blaming someone is going to be obvious. It does say, when I realized I had problems, I never knew that I could support my problems. Now I'm worried that I'm going to put myself in a problem. It does say someone here is dealing with customs. And it does say bad news for whoever's dealing with customs, because someone's put themselves in a problem with customs. And it does say customs is going to relate to you one day if you're not careful. Customs. It does say someone here is judging you and putting you under the thumb of theirs. It does say judging you is something that he never wanted to do, but whoa, he has not spoken about you, but he may judge you 1 week or 2 weeks or a week later. It does say a week, because this man here doesn't know how to support everything that he's got going on, but he may know that he has to use a perspective to help himself past the problem. He's looking for problems in his mind to support whoever can help him in his problems, and he doesn't know how to support mental health. He's given himself time after time worries, and he relates these worries to punishments. He may not see himself in a good way, but he warns himself to speak about bad news to whoever can come to him with good karma. It does say one of these weeks he may not speak to you, but he may speak about you. And it does say he's very much so in trouble in his mind. He's not going to cause himself problems, but he may cause you problems. And it does say causing you a problem is something he wants to do. Okay. Someone here is controlling something with a third party or group of people here in their mind to fight you. And it does say, whoa, for whoever's doing this. It does say when he realizes that he can pick on you or even torment you with your work or even things that you would like to do, he's troubling you. And he does know that he doesn't want to work with you on your problems, but he may work with you in a mindset of your own, which is to change a situation or to completely end it. It does say blaming no one is something you don't want to do. You don't want to blame anyone, and it does say you warn yourself not to blame anyone. So when they speak about what it is that they don't want and push you aside, you're ready to hear it. It does say when he does, because he's not speaking about why he wants to do it, but he's judging you, and he reckons that he can give you good karma with your mind to support you with things that you may not want or even like. He may feel like he can have good karma with you, but he's not studying you enough right now to see if he's going to help you. He wars with you in the mind of yours or in the meditative mind of his own and wonders if he could speak to you, but he does not want to see that you've got good karma. Okay. So let's see what's going on with anything else with works for Scorpios. It does say work is overall okay. You don't have to probably give yourself bad luck or bad karma. You just have to see when you have better news. It does say justifying things that you know that you can look into and bless yourself with is going to be better off than nothing. You don't have to stay in your mind about problems with people. You can bless yourself with everything else and move on past the situation. Okay. It does say sometimes you have to see whether or not you are giving yourself blessed energy. And it does say warning yourself that 2 weeks from now could have problems. It does say problems because I know I could put myself in a problem and put you in one. What if I'm putting all of us in a problem? I don't want to hear that we're going under, but I see that problems are there with people telling me that I have problems. I need to look forward to great news coming into my mind, but I can't help everyone join me in my mind and help me in the ways that I need it. I see that I don't have good karma in my mind about the things that I'm talking about or even selling to you or even approaching you with. I realize that, and I'm not going to study this anymore. I'm just going to leave you to wonder whether or not it's going to be good for you to work on what it is that I need or even understand that you're going to help me with these things. It does say bad news for whoever's trying to sell you something that doesn't know if it's going to be good for you. It does say, whoa, you realize that someone here is doing something that could put you in a problem or maybe even push you into a mindset of his own to tell you that good things can come and take you back in your mind to say, well, it didn't happen in the way that you thought it was going to happen. It does say bad news for whoever's trying to sell you a dream or even push you down the road of a scheme. It does say presenting you to a female energy inside yourself is going to help you bless yourself with mental stresses all over again. I wouldn't want to warn you that I have good karma. I wouldn't want to warn you that I have great news, but I'm not going to see you in your mind at how you deal with me. I just wonder, do you know who I am? It does say blaming someone to know who you are is not going to be helpful if you're not talking about who you are. Laugh. If you don't want to tell her that she's got good news, let her know. She's going to realize that she doesn't have good news and walk away. She does not want to know that she's got bad news, so watch yourself and maybe even see who's going to give you good karma. It does say some of you guys do see what's going on and don't want to know that you have bad news. It does say some of you guys are dealing with people that want to communicate things, or even sing or dance or even rap or even tell themselves that they've got good energy with this. It does say some of you guys are seeing that someone here wants to drag you down a road where they don't have good karma with their mind, but may want to help you with a filming. Okay, someone wants to do some type of producer work with you or some type of filming work with you as well. It does say when you realize that it's not always going to be good karma, you warn yourself not to speak. Are you ideally trying to tell me that you want me to come back because I'm not speaking to you? And it does say poor whoever is trying to see where you are or what you're doing or how they can communicate with you. Are you liberty taking on me because I'm not trusting in you? And it does say you warn yourself that you're not trusting in any type of mental health problem inside your mind about what's going on. You're not even seeing who the person is, but you can feel their energy. And it does say you blame yourself at times as well for getting involved with the person or even seeing what you said or what you did. And you don't want to get involved with the problems in this man or in the mindset of his. He can record what he wants on his own or see who he's dealing with on his own. You do not want to speak to the problem solver in his mind about what's going on with his mental health. It does say when he realized that he should have spoken to you about who he's taken to use as you, he does realize that he wants to use your mind and use the person's mind to probably solve the problem. He may not like it, but he's using your mind today, ideally your voice or your words, to produce an album or a song. And it does say he will picture the person in the mood of your mind. He may not even like it, but he's doing something to communicate that he has to justify why he's using your mind or maybe even your music to record it and use someone else's voice or even someone else's mind or even personality or even pretty ideas to communicate that he's got help with whatever he's doing. Kudos to him, mate. It does say some of you guys realize that it is karma coming to you, but you don't really care. You realize that he needs to move on whatever it is that he's trying to do with the money or the music that he's trying to produce or even sell. He does know that he can work on these things now that he's warned himself that blessed energy can come. He never saw you for a friend or even a person that he liked. He just knows that he can communicate things that he wants and maybe even take advantage with whoever can come to him and solve his problem. He may see that he has good news or bad news from the situation, but he doesn't know how to support everything that's going on with your mind or your money. He does know your money is at stake. You could have got really good karma from the mind that you have, or even the money that you could have taken from us to make sure that you've got good karma. Ideally, I wouldn't want to sell my soul to you, and I don't know how I can communicate with you that you could have got paid. You could have got paid for what it is that I'm doing, and I realize that I'm harming myself, because now I'm harming myself with you, telling you that you've got good news and warning myself that if you see yourself without the situation or out of the situation, you are not going to get good karma from it. Realizing that I had to punish myself time and time again to see where I was going with you, how I could communicate taking advantage of you, even letting you down, and then how I could bring myself up again to see that I am taking liberties. I warn myself that I stole from you. I took advantage and I may not want to give you nothing, but I see that you are selling karma in your mind. So someone feels like you could be selling some type of karma in your mind. But it does say bad news for whoever's speaking about it, because it's this person that doesn't know how to support you. Okay, it could be an air sign female. If it's an air sign female, it could be a fire sign female. It could also be a water sign female, but I'm also definitely seeing the Queen of Pentacles here. She doesn't realize that she has karma coming, but she's warning herself not to speak. But he's using your music. Okay, so someone could be trying to, you know, let you know that someone else is using your music for something. He does use it, and he puts my mind on the track. He wants to know that I am using my mind as your voice on the track. Okay. It does say bad news for whoever's trying to use your music and put your mind at ease, because you may have said to yourself that you don't want that song or you don't even care about it. But warning, what if the record starts playing and people hear your voice? Who is the person that's singing? It does say you may communicate with what's going on one day when you see an album come out or even see a record deal in your name. It does say people want to know who you are, so it doesn't worry the person to find out where you are or what's going on. Someone's using your music, Scorpio. It does say some of you guys are dealing with punishments in your mind about how you identify yourself. You don't even want to see people out there using your music or how they use your mind to represent themselves in the justice system. It does say blaming someone else is not going to be easy. It does say many times over, he may not want to see you again, but he warns you that he's kind of giving your mind a break and telling someone else to use your mind in a way that he can come in and kick you in your mind to say, do you see that I'm using your money? I'm taking your money and I'm using it. So someone wants to also take your money and use it. It does say many times over, you never realized that someone was trying to communicate this to you, that they need support with some money, or maybe even need your money to support what's going on with them. They may even need something from you to help that you've got good karma. But this person doesn't know how to support what's going on with their mind and put you back in your mind about the situation. They may realize that they don't have good news. Okay. It does say someone here sent out an email to someone to support them with something that they needed. And they realize that they don't get good karma with the money that you make. It does say mental stress is something that you thought you could have, or maybe even help yourself with. Ideally, if you see that blessings come to you, you will see that great news can come. It does say bad news can come to you also with other people, but it's warning you not to speak. People are trying to send you good karma with your mind about your money or things that you need. Okay, so someone here is trying to help you with some money or things that you need. It does say some of you guys are dealing with detrimental problems in your mind about a person. At this time, we can't help you with that person. I realize I shouldn't speak to you about them, but I'm warning you, if you speak about them, they're going to be a problem to you. It does say many times over, you need to see whether or not this person is a problem to you. Or wonderful things can happen to a person that doesn't want to hear from you, but does know that they can come forward and doesn't want to. It does say bad news for someone who keeps wanting to come forward and doesn't know how to speak, but then they really tell you off or even push you down or even call you out and tell you off or make you feel bad. It does say bad news for this person. This person may really regret the situation or hate themselves. It does say they never hated themselves, but they really hate the person that you've become, or why you need to support someone else to be there for them. It does say bad news for whoever keeps looking at you and trying to karmically give you problems, or maybe even tell you off from behind the scenes, or even let you know that they've got class A problems in their mind to deal with as well. It looks like you've got some things going on with quite a few different people, Scorpio. Okay, it does say that you have problems with family members. Also, you've got problems with someone that doesn't know it, but they could be taking drugs. It does say that someone here is also dealing with mental health or even situations that they have been charged with or maybe even going through. It does say blaming someone else is going to be a problem for you as well. It does say bad news for anyone that's dealing with the idea that can communicate bad news to them, because they may see bad news come to you. It does say whether or not you see it, I smoke, I drink, I look forward to blessings coming in my mind, but I'm not a problem. Okay. All right. I don't know if this is you or someone else. Who is this that someone is looking out for? It does say warning. If you're Scorpio, then they're looking for you. But it does say bad news for whoever's talking about you. There's a mental health person here that wants to speak about what he's done or how he's communicating that bad things can come when he gets himself in a problem. He may communicate that he wants to put down something, or even tell you that he's going to do it, or even trust that he needs to do it because he wants to see if a negative energy comes to him. It does say that he is warning himself not to do it, but he could do it just to see if the bad luck comes to him or if it comes to you. And that could be an earth sign. Okay. It does say when it happens, you're going to see good karma. I'm warning you not to speak about me, but I really realize that I'm taking the mickey out of you. Trusting you is way too easy. Maybe I see that I trust you way too much, but I know that I could trust myself, and I warn myself not to trust you. But I realize where I'm going with it. It's time to take liberties on you. I want to hear if I can take some liberties on you and pretend that I have good karma. So someone wants to take some liberties on you and pretend they have good karma. It says, whoa. She's never really going to come forward with problems, but I told myself you will see that problems will come. So someone's trying to torment you as well to see if you'll see if problems come, Scorpio. Okay, let's see what else is going on anyway, because it looks like people just taking liberties behind the scenes or even trying to torment your energy in some type of way. Let's see what's going on with business. Business is always going to be practical or good for you. The idea is to keep firm in your mind about your beliefs and things that you know, and the mail and emails that you get. Always see these things. Don't worry about anyone else. Karma is coming for you. Blessed energy is there, but you have to work on it. Okay? So let's see what else is going on with your business. It does say business is not going to be awful either. Some time ago, you may have said something, or maybe even felt like you couldn't produce or even give yourself good karma. It does say failing is not something you want, and it does say blaming someone is not going to be the answer. At times you want to see good karma come and you're wondering how you will cope or support the situation. Okay, there could be some judgment coming in, fast, where you need to defend either a fire sign or being fired, or maybe even see if the work that you was talking about is going to be good for you. All right. It does say some of you guys are dealing with detours in your mind about problems, or even people that are going to hear from you or speak to you. It does say when you get good karma, you're going to work on it. Ideally, you don't have to speak about bad news. You don't have to tell anyone that you're going through problems. But you've got to say that you're not doing something, and you may have told them that you're doing something, but you trust that you don't have to say bad things. You've just got to work on the timing of something and see if blessed energy comes to you. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on with your love life. Love life is certainly not going to be blessed energy. Could be better. Does say warning, someone wants to come and put you down or even keep you there in your mind about it. It does say warning, if this person doesn't stop bothering you and tells you what's going on instead of penalizing you, picking on you and letting you think bad frigging karma's coming, it's going to be a problem for you. Okay. It does say someone wants to kick the door down, but it does say warning, this person may want you to think that. And it doesn't say it's going to happen. It does say bad news for whoever this air sign person is, or even this mindful, mental earth sign. He may even see that bad news is coming to him, but he's warning himself not to speak. He's got negative karma coming. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. Anything else for you, Scorpios? It does say some of you guys are dealing with things that you wouldn't want to go through in your mind, but you see that good karma is there overall. You wonder and worry about things, or you see that things are going to be planned out just fine. At times you do see that people can harm you. You wouldn't want to know that they're harming you, but you may have lied about something or even told someone that you had good karma. It doesn't say you have good karma, but warning, someone may want to tell you off or even communicate that they have bad news to give you. Okay, now that could be a Cancerian. It does say she knows that she's going to try something one day, but she's not the one that's going to do it. It says, I know I can communicate with what's going on, or see that you are under your mind about things. Whether or not I want to, I've got to communicate that you're not good enough to be there in your mind about problem solving or even things that you are doing. Okay, so someone seems to be coming down a bit hard on you. It does say wonderful things can happen when I see that I'm blessed. I realize that I shouldn't stress or even look for problems in a person that I don't know what's going on with them. But I realize I don't want to see problems come to you either. You've just got to wonder whether or not I see that problems are there with me and other people that discuss you. Okay, so there could be someone else discussing you. All right. It does say sometimes you've got to take a risk, or even at adolescents, and make sure that they're home or even well or okay. It does say bad news for whoever thinks that this person is not. Whether or not you're going through mental stress, you can have good news. It doesn't say people have to lie or even feel like they are charging in to control a situation with bad energy. Okay. It does say some of you guys are understanding that you don't have any negative karma in your mind to deal with. So what's going on with whoever out there is not your concern, but you have to wonder what's going on with them. Okay. It does say wonderful things can happen when you believe you have great news. Ideally, I hear that I am stressed and I'm under the weather right now. I'm pushing my energy even more to see that blessed energy comes, but I war with myself at times with people that don't have good news about you. People have tried to torment me or even tell me off or tell me that I'm not good enough in my mind about the things I do, and war with me about the things that I should do, and even come in to harm you with. It does say bad news for whoever speaks about me, because I'm really looking forward to speaking about what good news I have with you, but I don't want to hear bad news is coming to you. Okay. It does say sometimes people want to pick on you way too much, Scorpio, but wonderful things are going to come as a result of the situation. You did it. You didn't have to deal with any bad news. You controlled the situation, and you may see that great news comes in the end. Okay. I can also hear condoms in the background as well. What the hell is that about? It does say someone here wants to communicate what they did with someone else, but it does say this person's speaking about sleeping with someone, and it doesn't say that it's a lie because this person's actually going to do it, but they're warning you whether or not you will want to know what's going on with them. I don't think you will bloody care about that, Scorpio, but hey, some of you might not. It does say sometimes he realizes that he shouldn't have slept with you, but he did, and he realized that he shouldn't have paid a lot of time in your mind about the things that he's doing. He woes in himself about where you're going and what you're doing and how you live your life or who you're speaking to the point where he's mad at you. Okay, fair enough. It does say bad news for whoever keeps talking about you in the background while he's intercoursing in his mind about females that he wants to have sex with. He may not see you again, but he's wondering where he's going in his mind to communicate things that he's done, or maybe even seeing that you've had problems with the mind of yours, blaming you for problems that you've had in your mind, and doesn't know how to support mental health in his own mind. Okay. It does say sexual energy is something that you realize that you could have with me, and I don't want to know that you're not. When are we getting back together? Sorry, I don't want to laugh, but the way this person always pops up in the reading is so funny. He says he knows that he wants to sleep with you, but he doesn't know how to communicate what you want. That could be, an ongoing, saga. This person's always trying to come around you because, he wants what he wants and he don't want you to have what you want. It does say when he realizes that he doesn't know how to support it. And he does know that he's seen enough in his mind to see that he doesn't need bad luck come to him. And will he get good karma in his mind to support blessed energy? Who knows, Scorpio? But anyway, let's see what else is going on. It does say some of you are dealing with good karma in your mind about problem solving or people that have harmed you. It does say you wonder if you can have better news and you don't want to support anyone with bad news. Okay. It does say some of you guys are dealing with love and really fine-mindedness in your mind about how you see things or want to view things with your person or your partner. Your ideas are valid and they're very, very much mature. You just got to see the person is going to be there for you and make sure he's there for you forever. Okay. It does say you bless yourself. Well done. And it does say good luck to you with whoever you have in your mind about the things that you have. It does say bad news for whoever doesn't want to see you happy. They've got to caution themselves to see why they are detouring you or why they have personal problems with you. Okay, let's see what's going on with the singles. Singles are going to be in their mind about problems that they have mentally or don't know how to support your mind with things that they feel or know about single matters of the mind, or maybe even things that they know about their mind that they don't understand. And it does say warning, if you see someone else, it's going to bring you good karma, but warning, you have to feel like you found the person to give yourself this. Okay. It does say someone doesn't want to hear from you again, but does know that he can warn himself that bad luck can come to anyone. And it does say warning, if he speaks to anyone about any bad luck, he's going to warn himself to bring it back to his mind and keep it there. Okay? Because this man may not want to see you with anyone else, but maybe cursing the next man that you get with so that you can have bad karma. No, honey. So let's see. What else is going on with the singles? It does say you wonder if you have blessed energy with your five-mindedness or even people that you're worried about. I know that I can put my problems on them. So someone keeps wanting to put their negative problems on other people to see if they're going to trouble you as well, Scorpio. Okay, and it does say you pray for good karma to come, so you wash away any negativity. You don't want to see a drought, you don't want to see bad news, and you don't want to see negative energies come towards you. You want to see good karma come to you. It does say some of you guys are dealing with a single person or a proud-minded person around you that see that they're not in trouble, but they have no good karma in their mind to sell their soul to you in a negative way. This man here just lost his opportunity to have good news. He may not see good karma for a long time, but he wonders why he keeps tormenting you with his mental structures or problematic situations. He may want to see that great energy comes to you or even bad news comes to you and works on this daily. Okay, that could be an air sign. It does say some of you guys are dealing with your family and you're a mother and you're a parent and you really need to pay attention to what's going on behind you. At times you may see that you're single in your mind about parenting or maybe even communicate things that you don't want to see. At times there is a friend or a frenemy here that doesn't want to speak to you but warns themselves that they can communicate with people around you or find out who you are or where you're going or where you're seeing, if you're going to have good karma in your mind or how you deal with it. Okay. It does say some of you guys are dealing with someone that does not want to stroke your ego or pretend that they have good news with you. They war with you in your mind or wonder why you have good news overall in your life. They may not want to see that blessed energy comes to you, but they can pretend that they have good news in your mind to let you free yourself from a problem and miss you like crazy. Is one negative mental health person that constantly wars with himself over and over again to try and tame his mind games and see if he probably blackmails you and even penalizes you to problematic situations. He's waiting to see if he has a problem with you or closure with you. Okay? It does look like it could be two people. If not, it could be the same person. It could be a fire sign, it could be an air sign, or it could be an earth sign. Okay, but it does say you have plans for all three of them to support mental health in the way that they structure their minds to do so, as they don't want to communicate what's going on with you in their mind because they miss who their mind is at times with whoever you are, because they don't need to speak to you right now. Okay, and it does say some of you guys are dealing with worries and stress because of these people. It does say ideally he does not need to hear from you though. It does say worries is something he has, and he doesn't know why he supports worry so much to the point where he's determined that he's going to get his mental health right in his mind to support negative energy in a way that he's causing harm to you time and time again, to the point where he's harming himself. Okay, let's see what's going on with it could be an earth sign. Let's see what's going on with your love life, Scorpio. Those in a relationship. Okay, it says those of you that are in a relationship will see that blessed energy can come, and warn yourself, if you have good news, you have good news. If you don't, you don't. You've just got to see when you have better energy to provide, or even help yourself, give yourself good news, or even sort out who you are in your mind about things you want to do or how you can protect yourself. You have to see that blessed energy comes to you and your person, and how you can gift yourself good karma with them. It doesn't say worries are there, but people want to know why you don't want to speak to them. Are you in a mental mind game, or are you even in a protesting mind game? What's going on with your mind with people and other people that have come into your life or even supported you? Where are you going with this? Are you dealing with me, or are you dealing with a negative mind? Okay. This could be your man here as well, or someone that you feel like you've had good karma with, but it doesn't say you have great news overall with them. It does say some of you guys are dealing with people that don't know how to move on or let go. Some of you guys notice that you have blessed energy with your spouse or even your partner or even people around you like your children. At times you don't need to hear that bad news comes to you with problems of other people's mad mind games. Okay. It does say your plans is to give me good karma, and then you want to walk away and tell me that you don't have good karma with your mind. Is that what it is? It does say when he realized that he didn't need to speak to you, he didn't need to hear from you because you didn't need to speak to him at all. It's not going to be you or him that has a problem, but 10 times over, he wants to time the situation to see if he will see you again and tell you off, or maybe even torment you. He's got problems with his mental health, but he doesn't need to make decisions for you. He may gift you things in your mind to say you got bad news, but doesn't want to hear that you've got bad news. He wonders why you left or why you've moved on. Okay. Maybe because you're in love with someone else, Scorpio. You know what I mean? It does say your man is not going to be your man until he's ready to be your man, but he does know that he's in love with you and he wants to pay attention to things that you've got going on. Ideally, he doesn't know how to support everything, but he is trying to be mindful and protect you in your mind and let you know that he's in love with you. All right. So let's see what's going on with those in a marriage. It does say your man is going to be very good looking and he doesn't need to support everything, but he has a problem with his mind. He really feels like bad news is coming in and he can't support everything with his mental health. He does know that he has problems with people or even venom inside himself to protect his mind from playing mind games. He wants to know what is happening between you and the marriage that you have. How is it going to work out if he can't give you good news? Okay, he may have problems with other people and it may be bringing it into the marriage, Scorpio. It does say he wonders why he's not dealing with the problems in the marriage though. And he does know that he's got problems inside the marriage as well as outside the marriage. He may have problems with you right now and may not discuss these things because he's warring with someone else outside of the marriage. Okay, let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with other things, individuals. What's going on with Aries and Scorpio? Okay. Aries doesn't want to provoke Scorpio, but does want to torment them in their mind about things that they know that they shouldn't be up to, or whether or not they spoke about it, they had problems mentally, or maybe they should see problems go away. It does say some of you guys are dealing with mental stress and deal with Scorpio's energy. At times, it does say Aries does not want to bother Scorpio, but Scorpio does not want to bother Aries. So why are you both frustrated with liberty-taking energy and don't know how to support each other's mental health? It does say adjust to the systematic values of your mind and make sure you move past generosity in mental struggles. Move past it and let your feelings be known that you have done nothing to support negative enemies and energies, and let it go. Okay. I feel like Aries keeps coming forward with it though, but then Scorpio brings it. At times you two challenge each other, but warning, you've just got to let the mischief energy move on and see yourself in a blessed new year. All right. So let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with Taurus and Scorpio. Okay. Taurus doesn't want to hear from Scorpio, but does need them to support their mind with things that they've got going on. Ideally, they do know that they can stay loyal to them if they feel like good news is coming. It does say bad news is coming though, or warning signs of it is there, or mental structures inside themselves are telling them problems are there, people are there, or causing concerns are there for many times over the Scorpio. But it does say bad news for whoever keeps penalizing Scorpio and putting them under the nervousness of a problem, making them see that they have problems in their mind, causing them problems and making them go through them. When are you going to realize that you keep doing that? Are you ideally telling me that I am the one that keep pushing you into a problem? Does it say that I have shown you this? Or does it show that I am trying to show you that it's not going to be easy for you to move forward with things that you want? Is that not putting them in a problem though? It does say mindfully seeking. If Scorpio has ideas of their own or even studies things that they want, why do you keep provoking them? Ideally, it's not going to help for you to push them into bad news or bad situations or bad storms or bad problems in their mind if they don't need to cope or even address those situations. It does say mental health situations is something you want to see with Scorpio. The problem is that you keep providing bad news for them. Okay. It does say sometimes Taurus doesn't even realize they're working on this, but they do understand that they're doing too much to work on it, and they rather see themselves in the problem, dealing with it and working on it and deliberately delivering karma all the time to the point there's no end. They realize that they need to let go of certain things and let the problem subside, or even release sentimental jealousies or problematic situations from their mind and move past the enemies. And even understand that there's not always going to be bad news or even enemies. When are you going to understand not everyone is going to be negative to you or an enemy? Okay. So let's see what's going on with Scorpio and Scorpio. No, we've already gone all the way to Scorpio and Scorpio. No, we haven't, honey. It is Gemini and Scorpio now. What's going on with Gemini? Okay. It sounds like Scorpio can't wait to hear. And there's some money coming in Scorpio as well, by the way. But what's going on with Gemini and Gemini? Oh, Gemini and Scorpio. Why am I getting confused? Gemini and Scorpio. Gemini doesn't want to hear backlash. They don't want to hear that probably a problem is coming with a person, and maybe even calling the person and telling them that they've got problems. This person is going to be a bad omen to me. I realize that. I don't want to hear that they're always a bad omen, but I see it. And I hear that this person always got cards or even things that they're doing to support themselves to move past the problem. Okay, there is someone here, okay, that keeps trying to attack Scorpio or attack someone in Scorpio's family. It does say bad news for whoever this person is, because this person keeps attacking and talking about you. And it does say if she doesn't stop talking about you, she's going to wonder why she always bad moods. She never wants to speak to you or see you, but she wonders why she's got bad news or even bad problems or bad hygiene or maybe even bad sentimental negative mind games. She realizes that she's got mental health or even struggles. She probably wants to see herself in everything that you do, but you warn yourself not to speak to her. Don't want to see her, and you don't want to detail everything that you've got going on her in her mind, or maybe even help her with her mental problems. Okay. Anything else going with Gemini and Scorpio? It does say some of you guys are dealing with generosity of Gemini's courtesy and agreements and things that they have honed into, or even pleasing energy to yours. Some of you guys are dealing with Scorpio in a way that you don't want to hear them in a negative way, and you trust them and you do like them. So you don't want to hear botherations in your minds about problems with them. You just know that things have to change, or even seen as a perspective that has changed, or maybe even help them with things that you know that you can support, and maybe even probably give them good karma with their mind and things that they've owned and even understand and even know through their mental health. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Cancerian and Scorpio. It does say Scorpio wants to know how Cancerian is doing. Scorpio really understands that Cancerian is not going to be easy to work with. At times you may want to work with her, and it does say that you do want to see her or even smell her, kiss her, or love make on her. Some of you guys really need to know that you are doing this so you can support the mind of others, or maybe even put a person back in their mind about what's going on. It does say you realize that you can't even get close to them. Some of you are dealing with someone that doesn't even need to understand what's going on with you or your mind. And it does say that you wonder why someone else is always laughing at you, making fun of you, or even looking at you in the eyes that you want to see them in. It does say, for you, why don't you just move on and get the person that you want? Are you looking for me while you're looking for Cancerian? Stop doing that. Just move on to them. Oh dear. Okay, let's see anything else going on with Cancerian and Scorpio. Scorpio is not going to be a person that I look for. I work on them or I work with them. I don't want to work with them and I don't want to work on them. I'm just working. Okay, so they're just working. Let's see what's going on with Leos and Scorpios. Leos don't want to hear that you're always dressing up, looking good. They feel like you probably gave yourself enough time to look good and they don't like it. They wonder why you keep dressing up and making yourself look pretty, or even answering your mind in things that you want to wear, dress, or look like. They don't want to hear you're always looking so sexy. They don't know how to support you with all this makeup and leaving out the problems in your mind. Really want to see you always have problems, but don't know how to control their mind to say that they're in love with you. They have problems mentally or even jealousy. They don't want to communicate bad news to you, but wonder why you keep them in their mind, selling your soul to something that's going on around you or in you, or even the changes that you're making to yourself to make yourself feel good or look good. You have to give yourself that though, Scorpio. Why is Leo so warred with you about the good things that you have going on with yourself? I don't know, honey. It does say, leave me alone. I'm stressed. I know that I'm hurting myself over you. You want to war with me. I'm not going to war with you. It does say bad news for whoever wants to see you and the problem maker, the problems solve itself. It does say Leo does know that they have problems. It does say warning. If you keep seeing a Leo in her mind or in his mind about it's like they're trying to hide their hand or even hide or make excuses. It says they don't even want to hear what's going on. They just know they want to see problems for you and they don't like seeing you in a good way. Oh dear. Let's see what's going on with Virgo and Scorpio. It says Virgo doesn't want to hear from you, but they see that blessings can come to you whenever they want to. Even help you with them. It does. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but they're war with themselves right now. Warning, they don't want to hear that you're in a good mood. Warning, they do want to hear you're in a good mood. And warning, at times they want to see if you love them, or even take them to see that you've missed them, or maybe even help them with things that they've got going on. They don't know how to support you with everything, but they probably don't want to see great power come over them in a way where they're struck by lightning and pushed aside by your mind. Oh dear. Let's see what's going on with Libra. Libra doesn't really hear that you've got good news, but at times they feel like you've got good news and warn themselves if they struggle enough to help you, they're going to kill you in your mind with jealousy. They're going to help you feel jealous about who they are, but they probably don't know how to support this when they ideally had to get the help and support from you to become who they are. They realize this because they don't know where to go with the help that you've given them to support the mind games that you may have played with them and they played with you. At times they don't know how to support this, but they probably don't want to hurt you. They just know that they need to see that you are in a good mood and really hate the fact that you're always getting good karma. They wonder how they can support you with mental stresses or even gentle mental health and not want to harm you at all. They know that they can harm you with problematic situations or even kick you down or even push you down or maybe even make you feel like you have bad news. It does warn them though to stop picking on you or putting you through mental stresses. It does warn them though to stop digging their heels so deeply to the point they're going to see you live out bad news in your mind. It does say that they rather see that they blame someone, but they don't need to blame anyone. They need to push forward with good karma and support that in their minds instead of plenty of negative energy that they would rather see you go through. Whoa. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio and Scorpio. It does say when you've taken a risk with Libra, they will come in and caught you down the road that you didn't want to go down. It says, are you aware you could harm yourself enough for me to come in and harm you? I don't want to, but I realize I'm harming myself doing this. Okay, Libra just had to chime in again. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio and Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio doesn't want to harm anyone and doesn't want to care that people are in a problem too. Ideally, if you want Scorpio in a problem, you have to represent the karma that you want to give to them. Okay, you have to represent the karma you want to give to them. It's time after time Scorpio don't want to deal with bad news or even dress up for anyone that's got to have good news in their mind about the way they see things. It says bad news for whoever's going to keep cuting up themselves and make themselves look good and make me feel like I have to be left out. I want to see what my Scorpio's up to. I want to see what they're doing. I want to hear they've got good karma in their mind. I don't want to hear that they've got bad news. But warning, will I always see the good news comes to me? Warning, will I get good karma if I can't? Warning, where is my Scorpio? I want to see them. Okay, so Scorpio and Scorpio. The Scorpio that wants to see a Scorpio, honey. Okay, it does say Scorpio doesn't know how to be direct about the passion that you want or good karma, but it does say warning, what's going on with my Scorpio? I need my Scorpio. Where are they? Where are they? I love my Scorpio. I need my Scorpio. Where is she? It does say he knows he doesn't want to be heard by you at times, but he wonders where you are. And she also realizes that she doesn't love you, but she does know that she wants you to see that you're a good man to whoever you're going to work on in your mind about who you are. Okay, it doesn't say he wants to leave you alone though, and he's wondering whether or not he should kill his mind off, come back and speak to you. He needs you and he doesn't know how to leave you alone. He wants to say hello, at least come by, or at least tell you off, or make you feel like you've got good news but you can't hear the negativity that he's trying to bring to you. He does know that he's got problems with people or letters sent to his mind about how you could harm your mind later on. It does say bad news for someone that wants to see you in a bad way, and you can't wait to hear what's going on so you can solve your own problems. You don't want to hear problems that come through his mind or his negative mental health. You need to know what's going on right now. It's like something's going on with Scorpio to Scorpio energy, making you aware of things that can come up in the future about someone that could be provoking to you. It does say bad news for a person who is a Libra. She's trying to wonder if she can come forward and speak to you. She may not want to see you, but she does know she can wonder whether or not you're seeing her 1 week, a year, or a next one. It does say letters sent out to someone is going to be cause for concern. Have you seen this person? This is her name. Where is she? It does say warning, if you don't want to hear from this person, let them speak about why you're doing this. Let them feel like they've got to figure out where they're going and who they're talking to and how they can communicate with you again. It does say some of these people don't need to address anything or even get in touch with you. Some of them are going down in their mind to say that they don't know who the person is. Maybe they realize that and they don't need to see you again. Warning, if she tries to move forward with something else, it's going to be a problem. She needs to move on and let it go. If she's seen a bad luck, bad mood, is she getting karma? One of these weeks she will, if she can't move past negative mental health and trying to go through all kinds of justice systems or even court systems to see if she can get you. She will see that she's got problems trying to do this. Okay, let's find out why she's doing this for starters. Why is she doing this? Why is she doing this? Simple question to ask. Why is she doing it? She wants to know where the child is, but also the child is not going to be a part of her mind. She realized that she can harm the child, maybe even hurt you for calling her out or contacting her through a friend. It does say bad news whoever keeps speaking about you. She's trying to warn you that she could harm someone. It does say bad news for this person because she does not need to speak to you. She was warned not to address the situation after she felt like she was moved on. It does say you blocked her or moved past her. She doesn't need to come to you with anything. She may not speak to you, but she wonders why you needed to speak about it in the first place. She may control situations or see that bad moods come. She's not in a right mind, maybe even helping you through situations. She may see herself in a problem and move past it, and may see bad news come to her. If she doesn't want this energy, then she can move on. It doesn't say good news for you overall. Ideally, if you're both looking for good karma, it does say to pass the enemies, and maybe even see that dressing up and looking good for yourself in a judgment system is going to be helpful. Why? Because why would this one want to come forward and speak about you 1 week or 2 weeks or 10 years later if she tries to get in touch with you? Okay. It does say warning though. You can speak about whatever you want. It does say bad news for whoever comes forward and don't know how to see that. And it does say bad news for whoever got involved or even harm the hell out of someone else. It does say you will get people involved into things that you don't want to even see happen, so you may want to move on. And it does say bad news for whoever sold their soul to problem. It does say many times over you see yourself in a problem, but it does say warning, if you see yourself in a problem, don't speak. You've got caretakers or liberty takers harming the hell out of me. Okay, it could be involving some type of child. It does say it's a child, but it does say warning to whoever's trying to communicate with someone to get in touch with you, because they're cutting the hell out of this person to move on, and making sure they do too. Warning signs are there for this person to move on and stop troubling you, Scorpio. Okay, so back to Scorpio and Scorpio. Anything? It does say Scorpio doesn't need to speak to you at all, but it does say they do love you and can't stop thinking about you, and friggin' hell they want you back. Can't hear themselves think, trying to wonder if they need to support mental health to get justice, just to come in and speak to you again. Don't know who to trust or even panic with. Oh dear. It does say Scorpio doesn't need to hear from this Scorpio, but does need to know why the man here doesn't know how to move past the ignorance that he had when he harmed you. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on with Sagittarius and Scorpio. Okay. Sag doesn't know how to support everything going on with you. They poorly judge you or put you through problems. They may not want to see you in good karma, but they wonder if they have good news with you. They try to warn you that they don't have bad news overall, but they see themselves as liabilities, and they wonder if they can take advantage of this, and wonder if they can come in and speak to you about things that they want. They may not need to see you, but they have problems in their mind that they need to solve. Okay. Let's see what's going on with Capricorn. Capricorn and I'm hearing karma, but I don't know. That's to do with the Sagittarius energy that represents karma. It does say warning, if Sag doesn't move on, they're going to get to the curb by the Libra's energy, or even Capricorn's energy. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Capricorn. Capricorn doesn't want to be heard or seen, but does pick on you or even reprimand that you have bad news in your mind. Constantly war with you time after time, making sure that you look good in your mind and never reality, or making sure you don't look good at all, wondering when things are going to happen for you in a bad way. Don't know how to support anything that's going to be good for you, wonders why they got good luck with their mental health when they see you. They don't know how to support any of that, but they will push you down and ensure that they don't get good karma in the end. Because now it's time for you to see that you have better news. You don't have to help people that want to help you. Let this person speak about good karma. Let them address everything they need to hear or even stand out for. And do. It doesn't say news overall, but you've got to watch them and see how they operate without you. Family or no family, you've got to help them move past their negative minds. Okay. It does say some of them don't even want to hear that they get help, so it doesn't matter anyway. But it does say you will wonder when you're going to get help with your mind, or even parenting, or even your mind about things that you want. I know that I can support everything that I need. I can put food on my friggin' table if I need to, and I find it hard to friggin' do that. But I don't know if I can help myself with everything, and I don't know how I will support you and me in my mind about the things that I need. I need support. I don't know how to support everyone. I need help. I need help. I need help. I need help. Okay, and that's how Capricorn feels. Okay, it does say wonderful things can happen when you're dealing with Scorpio, because Scorpio will provide. Scorpio will provide if they can, or even feel like they could. But warning, if you're going to adjust to a situation where there's too many people and can't bring to the table, or maybe there's not enough work and there's only one person, it does say bad news. It does say warning, if you're a man, go and live as a man and work on yourself. Okay, let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Aquarius doesn't know how to support themselves with everything. Poor judgment is there for them. They wonder if they will good karma with their work, and wonder if situations are going to play out for them or unfold in their favor. They don't know how to support their mind. People telling them that it's going to work, but they do know that it's not going to work though. They have a feeling that it's not going to work, and they have problems with the mind trying to solve the problem. Okay, let's see, anything else going on with Aquarius? It does say they don't want to hear from you, but they do know that they want to conquer you. And it does say bad news if they want to try and conquer you, just to say that they've got good news coming over you. It does say wonderful things can happen when they feel like they can probably punish you or put you down. But it says bad news when they're trying too hard to see that happen and don't want to support you with great news overall. Suddenly you realize you don't want to support an Aquarius that's going to have good karma with their mind. And it does say anyone that's dealing with Aquarius in their mind with poor judgment or even bad moods is going to punish you. But it does say you would rather work with Aquariuses that have good karma in their mind, that don't support you with negative mental health. And it does say justice served. You will have great news overall with good Aquariuses, and negative ones will move past you. All right, so let's see what's going on with I'm hearing proud Scorpio, or the pride of Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with Pisces. Pisces doesn't hear that they're dealing with negative mental health or even gentle mental health. Pisces does not want to hear good come to you. Wondering if they have good news. They support being direct about it, or maybe even tell you off, or maybe even cursing you, or telling you that you have cremated your mind with sin, or even telling yourself they've got problems. Why would they want to communicate bad news? They keep punishing themselves, or maybe harming themselves, or even telling themselves they've got bad enemies. Okay, anything else going with Pisces? It says Pisces are doing well and don't want to bother you with bad news. Ideally, want to see you and help you be direct about the things that you've gone on with in your mind, but don't want to harm you with bad news. Some of them will support you and be good to you, but some of them won't. And some of them see that bad news is entering their minds about you. It does say some of them are realizing they shouldn't speak to you or see you, but at times you don't want to do with them anyway, and you would rather let them live out their mind games and speak to whoever it is that they want to inside themselves, inside their mind, and deal with that, and let them live out their mind with whatever it is they feel like they need to, and support themselves with problems and not give you any. It does say that you don't want to deal with any Pisces that has negative drama or karma inside themselves to deliver you from any problems in your mind when they do need deliverance, or they do need mental checks of their own to support themselves. Okay, let's see what's going on with your angel messages, Scorpio. Okay, so all right, it says flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. So some of you guys may need to flirt and extend your light-hearted energy to others. Okay, all right, some of you guys may have a little trust issues. Okay, some of you guys have separated from someone. Some of you guys may just need to take some time alone, or maybe even just look for the right person. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, it says healthy lifestyle. Some of you guys want a healthy lifestyle, honey. It says Archangel Raphael, it says eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. Okay, some guys may be into your exercise routines, wanting to know that you can start on or eat more better. Okay, it does say new partner, so there could be a new partner coming in or an old one. Sometimes it happens. Okay, it does say a chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set wheels in motion for fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. Okay. All right. Okay, universal deck. The presence of love will always cast out fear. So the presence of love will always cast out fear, Scorpio. Okay, so be brave. All right, let's see what else is going on, my lovelies. Angel numbers: number 10, number 56, number 51, number 55, number 27, number 11, number 2, number 32, and number 33 and 4. Okay, that was your reading, my lovelies. I will speak to you again in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye.